Hey, so what's up? So it's Tommy Rowe here. I got second at the recent case tournament, the Ghost Tourney. Lost in the finals to my partner Kamal. And for the next 3v3, another case tournament happened this weekend at Rocky Mountain Collectibles. But I just wanted to showcase it because I know I'm late, but I think this is a really good deck, and I think going first is really consistent, so I'll just get into it. 3 Nibiru for the hand traps, 3 Ash, 3 Droll. A lot of these are like floodgate hand traps, which is really good, like the Nibiru and Droll. But Ash is also insane versus Fusion Destiny, and a lot of the time you want to just like negate that card in order to win the game. This card's broken, 3 Ecclesia. I added it back a lot. That's why you'll see like the Swordsoul ratios are pretty low, because a lot of the time I'm adding this back and I'm drawing 2 cards with Celestial, which is going to be a worm monster, so all I need is Moye. So this card's very consistent. Adding it back end phase comes up a lot, especially summoning it, going second card, it's amazing. 1 Taie and 2 Longzhong. Some people might disagree with this. I think you only need this unless you're playing Desires. The follow-up usually isn't going to win you the game. The second Taie doesn't make that much of a difference. And 2 Longzhongs because you need the second one with Fashu. That comes up a lot, but you could probably even cut it down to 1, to be honest. OTK and it comes up. It's an amazing card. 3 Moye. It's pretty self-explanatory. 3 Vishuda, really good card for OTKing, really good card for bouncing, really good card for playing around Imperm, especially this, summon Moye. They Imperm you, you just make Predaplant and still win the game anyway. Destiny Heroes, obviously, for my Fusion Destinies. That card's really good. Prosperity makes it even better. 1 Summit. Pretty cool play you can do is... Really cool play you can do is you link into Predaplant with this, and then you special it back with the Summit. So you have your Fusion Destiny card and your card still special summon off this for the monster effect negate. Really strong. 3 Emergence, Rhoda. A lot of the time you make the Synchro, then you search the Longzhong or the Vishuda and bounce their Destiny Hero if you chalice it. So searching Vishuda with this is really strong. 3 Prosperity. I think this is one of the best cards in the game right now. Seeing the 6 top cards of your deck is kind of just like unfair, especially when you're siding going first and you side 3 anti-spells in Imperial Order. 3 Chalice. Underrated card, still underrated. I think you just have to play this card to learn why it's so good. If you have doubts about it, I just consider that. 3 Infinite Impermanence. This card is insane. No tactics when you play it. Good card to set. No regrets there. And Blackout. So basically my deck wanted to play all the hand traps because I think hand traps are really good right now. And yeah, the Drolls came up a lot. They kind of just won me the Drytron matchup. It's really insane. Extra deck. 1 Phoenix Enforcer, one of the best cards in the game. Although I don't think it's that good without Celestial. I think Celestial is the reason why I'm so adamant about this card and playing it in any deck. 1 Yazi. I never summoned it, but it does come up for OTK, getting rid of a back row. 1 Boxia came up a lot. I used it a ton. If you don't know, it returns 2 cards and shuffles them back to the deck, and you can destroy it to special summon a level 4. So you'll special summon Ecclesia or Moye or Taie, especially if you discard it. 2 Grandmasters. I think this card's really good, but I would banish 1 off my Prosperity a lot of the time. I also want to say, like, just don't ever banish Predaplant off Prosperity unless you already have it, because that play does come up in the late game. You need to sacrifice your Synchros for the Predaplant to have follow-up. 1 Dragite. I never summoned this. Amazing card for OTKing. Amazing card for playing around Nibiru. I used it a lot. I love this card. It's hard to cut. I think I want to cut it, but it's came out more than Dragite, that's for sure. This guy, never actually summoned him. He's good for OTKs. A lot of proxies here, sorry. 1 Baroness, target a card your opponent controls and destroys it. and you can return it back during the standby phase, and it's an Omni negate. One Rudy Rose. It came up all the time. I think this card is pretty busted. It just banishes both players' graveyards and has a protection effect that never came up, but Rudy Rose is very good versus the lesser played decks, and I loved it. This is number 41 Bag Shoot. When it's in attack, it's a rank 4. When it's in attack, it can't be destroyed by card effects. When it's in defense, it's monsters are changed to defense position and their effects are negated. Came up because I do play Zeus. I think this package is mandatory. It really helps, especially if you get token collector. You might need to go into it. I think it's an auto include and underrated as well. Monk of the Tenyi, Predaplant, Shaman of the Tenyi. This never came up. This definitely did, but pretty standard when you're playing Prosciutto. For the side deck, we have 2 token collector. I cited in, but it did not come up. Really good card for time as well. But 3 Dark Ruler no more. I think this card's better than Droplets going second. So if I'm not gonna main deck Droplets because I don't really feel like it's that powerful in this deck, discarding is a huge cost. I love Dark Ruler going second, so I just think it's strictly better. 2 Lightning Storm came up. I think this card's really good, catches people off guard. Versus decks that play both back row and only links, it's pretty optimal, VK. Regeki, amazing card, just a better Lightning Storm, so came up a lot. 3 Anti-Spell, 1 Imperial Order. These cards just win you the game going first. They kind of seal it. I love Floodgates, so. And then to conclude it, 3 Evenly Matched. This card's insane right now. I feel like you really have to play it. I loved it. And yeah, so for the tournament, I actually went X1 in Swiss, and then my only other loss was to Kamal in the finals. And that loss in Swiss was to Swordsoul. And the reason I lost was, like I said, I didn't save my Predaplant. So I had 3 Synchros on board, and I could have tributed 2 for follow-up, but I didn't, and then he summoned Baroness, and that was the end for me. Because I Rudy Rose my graveyard, and I had no monster effect negate. But yep, so it was a great tournament. I had a lot of fun. Excited for next weekend. The cases were awesome. And yeah, so catch me next weekend.